Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this audio slash video, I'm going to teach you how to use what I call the special occasion technique to help you talk to women, help you, get into conversations with girls and all the other stuff. Because I get a lot of emails from dudes. They hit me up and they're like, yo, I don't really know what to say to these chicks. I don't know how to start a conversation and all this other stuff, right? Now, so what is this special occasion technique? Now, the thing is with this technique, the special occasion technique is it's something you can only use in a specific situation. Okay, and I'm going to tell you the definition of the special occasion technique. Okay, so the definition of the special occasion technique is this: it's when a rare situation occurs while you're near a woman, the situation has both you and the woman's attention, which creates a window of opportunity for you to start a conversation with her. All right, I'm going to say that again. The special occasion technique is when a rare situation occurs while you're near a woman. The situation has both you and the woman's attention, which creates a window of opportunity for you to start a conversation with her. All right. And I sort of talked about this, special occasion thing in one of my audios way back, but I didn't elaborate. So I want to, elaborate on this. Right. And the thing is, you can only really use this at certain times. This is why it's called the special occasion. Do you understand? Because it's only going to be specific times where you're going to be able to use this. But if you are aware of what's going on and if you're quick, you will be able to use this. And this right here is probably one of the easiest ways to start a conversation with a woman. Because when we talk about having, having conversations with girls, it's really basically only two ways to go about it: is the direct way and the indirect way when you're approaching a girl. So the direct way, again, for those who don't know, is when you go up to a woman and you just blatantly let her know you're interested in her, that you're feeling her, or whatever. You're like, hey, miss, how you doing? I thought you was kind of cute. So, here's my card. Give me your number. We should get together. Boom. That's the direct way, right? The indirect way is when you're sort of using something in the situation. So let's say, you see a girl and you see that she has like a bracelet on and you say, hey, where'd you get that bracelet from? It looks nice. And then she's like, oh, I got it from Macy's, blah, 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 blah. And you start getting into a conversation. Now, the special occasion technique is sort of like the indirect approach because you're still using something in a situation, but it's a little different than, when you're opening a chick indirectly. You understand? The difference between, the indirect way and using a special occasion technique is that the indirect way, you're just talking about something random in the situation that you can start a conversation with. But with the special occasion technique, what you're doing is you're using the actual situation that you're in while a woman is near you, that both of your attention is on in that situation. So I'm going to give you an example of how this works and how you can apply it, if you're ever in any of these type of situations, or a situation that, describes what we're talking about here when we're talking about a special occasion. So for example, I remember one time I was on the train. I got in the train and I'm waiting for this train. And usually the train takes maybe 3 to maybe 7 minutes, maximum that you're going to wait for the train to get there, right? So now I'm in a train station and it's, 7 minutes has gone by, 10 minutes has gone by, 15 minutes has gone by. And now, there's people on the platform waiting for the train. People are getting annoyed. They're like, yo, what the fuck? What's going on? Right? So a half an hour goes by and the train still didn't get there, right? So while I'm standing there, I'm actually on the platform and I'm standing next to this girl, she's kind of hot and shit and whatever. And, the train didn't get there, right? It's been a half an hour. People are just like, yo, what the fuck, So next, the train finally gets there, right? So we get into the train. The train closes, the doors close. And I'm still standing next to this girl while we're in the train. And the train starts moving and it gets stuck like maybe like a minute or two after it starts moving. Right? So I'm standing next to this girl. And when the train got stuck, we gave each other this look like, oh my God, like what the fuck? You understand? Like we were just standing here for a half an hour and now the train is stopped again, right? So when she gives me this look, then I know that, okay, damn, this is right here is actually a special occasion. Why? Because I'm near this chick. There's a situation that has both me and the woman's attention. We're thinking about the same damn thing. The same thing is happening in the situation. And now it's creating a window of opportunity for me to start a conversation with her, right? So, when we give each other this look, I just say to her, I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy how we was waiting there for like damn near half an hour and now the train is stuck. This is crazy. So she was like, yeah, and I'm on my way to work and now I'm late, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, so where do you work? And blah, whatever. So we're having this conversation. Next thing you know, I get her information and, we hook up one time. I called her like the next week or whatever. And we made it happen. Right. So the point is that there was a situation that occurred that had both our attention. We both were thinking about the same thing because we're in the same situation and we're, focused on that thing. And that creates a way for me to actually talk to her. So the difference between that and going indirect, like if you just see a girl and you ask her about her bracelet or you talk about some other random stuff, is that if you go up to a girl and you start a conversation mentioning her bracelet, she probably wasn't really thinking about her bracelet, and you're starting that conversation and you're going at it that way. But with the special occasion, you're both in the same situation, you're both sort of basically thinking the same thing, and then that will propel you to be able to start the conversation. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's an easy way for you to ease into that conversation. But the thing again is that these are rare situations that occur. So you have to be aware when these rare situations occur. So I'll give you another example that, I was in that this special occasion, was there, right? So one time I'm at a coffee shop and I'm sitting down and I'm, drinking my coffee or whatever. And so there's a girl who she sits like sort of near the same table I'm sitting or a seat or whatever. So we're sort of like across from each other and she's a little bit to the side or whatever, right? So next thing you know, this dude and this chick comes in, they're on the line or whatever. And I don't know what happened, before this, but then they just started arguing and they started yelling at each other and cursing each other out. And he was like, well, fuck you, bitch. You want some bullshit? And she's like, oh, you a dickhead and this and this and that. So they're just going back and forth. So the whole freaking coffee shop is looking at these two like, what the fuck is going on? Right? So I knew at this point, I said, oh shit, this is a special occasion because me and the girl are looking at those people arguing, right? So that shit has both our attention. We're both thinking about this thing that's happening in this situation. So now it's creating a window of opportunity for me to start a conversation with her. So now I can talk about what the hell is happening in the situation. Right? So next thing you know, the two are yelling at each other, going back and forth, yelling, and everybody's just kind of looking at them. And then, the girl storms out and the guy storms out after her or whatever, right? So after they leave, I look at her and I say, so, do you argue with your boyfriend like that? And then she starts laughing and she's like, oh no, I don't have a boyfriend and blah, blah, blah. So we start talking, yada, yada, yada. And then I exchange numbers with her and it is what it is. You feel what I'm saying? So what I'm saying here is that you need to be able to know when you're in a situation that is a special occasion, right? So, I'll just give you some like quick examples of things that could be a special occasion. So let's say you're, out walking and then you see like a car accident or something and everybody's staring at the accident, right? and you're standing like, near the curb or whatever of the street or whatever, and you see the girl looking at the accident, you're looking at the accident, this thing has both your attention, then you can have the conversation with her about the accident, and then y'all start getting into another conversation, right? Another thing is, let's say you see like a fight. You understand? You're out in the street, somebody's fighting or whatever, and a girl is near there, and y'all see these two people fighting. Then you can comment to her about what just happened, right? Let's say I remember I was in Montreal, and they had like these little street performers, and one of the street performers asked one of the people some of the people in the crowd to come up and participate or whatever. And so I'm standing next to this girl, and we're both watching the street performer, and I'm like, okay, this is a special occasion. So now I'm talking to her about the crazy shit that the street performer is doing with the people. You understand? Another thing, let's say if you're at a outdoor concert and it starts pouring rain, everybody's running under something, and then you run under something, and you're standing next to some girl under some umbrella or something. And then now that gives you an opportunity to talk about what's going on in the situation, right? You could be at an airport, and the flight could be delayed or whatever, and you're sitting there, and you're waiting for the flight to happen or whatever, and you're going on the same plane as some other chick or whatever, and you can talk about that being delayed. You understand? So what I'm saying is that when you have these special occasions, it's an opportunity for you to start a conversation. And what makes this easy is that when you're having this conversation, it doesn't start out as if you are actually even trying to pick up the chick. You understand? It's like you're just talking about what's happening in the situation, and the thing that has both of your attention, like y'all both are basically on the same page of what's going down in the situation. Like y'all are thinking the same things because whatever's happening has both your attention. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is that, the reason why I'm saying that it's good, because it doesn't seem like you're trying to pick her up, because a lot of times, certain guys have this thing where they feel sort of funny, just approaching a girl and, talking to her and trying to, pick her up or whatever. So if you are in a situation where you notice that, oh shit, this could be a special occasion, that's a good time for you to take the opportunity to start talking to this woman that's near you that you want to holler at, and get that conversation going, right? So, it's up to you to make sure you got your eyes wide open to see when these situations can occur, right? And then when it happens, that's when you take the opportunity to really make it go down. And the thing is, sometimes what happens is that when you're in these situations with these chicks, right, you might have a chick sort of, in your vicinity who she might be checking you out a little bit. You understand? She might be just like, because this is what happens sometimes. I remember I was on a train, and I'm inside the train station. I'm sitting. The train comes. I'm sitting down in the train or whatever, and some chick comes on. She's sitting next to me, and we're riding the train or whatever. And then these girls come on, and they sit in front of us, and they're just like these young girls, and they're just like yapping loud and saying some crazy, ridiculous, funny shit. And so, at the corner of my eye, we sort of give each other this look and laugh at what they're saying, because we're both listening to what these girls are saying. And so then I'm like, okay, well, this is right here is a special occasion. I can actually use this to have this conversation with this woman. And I noticed that she was sort of already, giving me sort of a little bit of the eye, or she was like, she was acknowledging me by acknowledging the situation also. So sometimes what happens is while these special occasions are happening, the girl, she herself might check you out or look at you because she already probably wanted you to talk to her. Do you understand what I'm saying? So she recognizes, okay, she's sort of sharing that moment with you, and then it's up to you to actually go forth and create the situation for you to make it happen with her. You understand? So this is a good technique that you can use to start conversations with women and, close the deal and make shit happen. You feel me? So guys, listen, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below. Also, go to badboymembership.com right now and join my membership program. You get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. It's packed full of game. It's step by step. All you got to do is listen, implement it, follow the steps, and then you will be getting shit popping. You feel me? All right, so I'm out of here, guys. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone. All right, now before you click off this video, I need you to do 3 quick things. First, I need you to click the link below to send me your questions, because if you have any questions, I'll answer them in a video. 2, click the link under that to get my free ebook, The Magnificent 10 Crucial Dating Tips for Men. Gives you 10 tips on how to attract beautiful women. And number 3, I want you to click the link under that to go to badboymembership.com, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video tutorials every month. Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy-to-follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.